I think we are live now.
Okay, I think we're live. So welcome everyone. Happy International Women's Day to all of you. We are very glad to welcome you for the last pitches of our selection program, which is today the demo day. So we have now 10 founders, 10 projects who are going to pitch their amazing companies to our jury today. And we're going to have 4 jury members here live, and we're going to share the recording to the ones who are not here with us, and I'm going to make an evaluation by the end of the week to welcome 5 founders to our one-on-one mentoring program that starts next week. So the goal of this program, the one-on-one mentoring, which will happen for 4 weeks, is to connect each company, each project, with the right mentor to be able to reach their goal, their milestones. So every project needs to, and are going to, talk about their milestone and the challenges that they have, the things that they think that the mentors and the experts can help them with in order to help us to make the best matchmaking. So I would like to first congratulate to all the top projects who are today with us on the demo day. And I want to say, actually, we have projects from so many countries. We have projects from Nigeria, Germany, Cyprus, Canada, Singapore, Kenya, UK, Syria, Lebanon. So it's absolutely amazing. We're so thrilled to have such a diversity. So one more time, congratulations to all of you. And I'm going to let quickly to our jury say one short word about what they do, who they are, and then we're going to start with the pitches. So let's do that. Maybe Felice, I see you on the screen. Would you like to say a word? Welcome. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Felice van Steenbergen. I'm an expert in marketing and growth hacking specifically, so data-driven marketing. And that is also a part of your projects that I'll be listening to and tuning into to see who your customers are and how you are planning to target them and how you are planning to make their lives a little bit better along the way as well. Looking forward to all your pitches.
Thank you so much. Elena.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you again. I had the pleasure to also be part of the jury yesterday. So I was part also of the pre-selection, so the non-live stream part of this event. My name is Elena. I'm one of the 1,000 Faces member, and I run my own media company, which is located in Berlin. We focus on data science, AI, and machine learning. So it's called Data Economy, and we have a community of data scientists, engineers, and developers. And we're always looking to bring more women in STEAM with A as well. And I'm really happy to support this. I'm a Web3 enthusiast as well, so I have been involved with a lot of hackathons and events that have to do with promoting Web3 women in space. And I'm really happy to be here and to cheer on the founders that made it to the top.
Yeah, thank you so much. By the way, Elena was one of the reasons we actually got connected to Partitia Blockchain and won a grant to develop our DAO. So yeah, you really want to connect with her. Okay, next we have Kiran. All right, Kiran, if you hear me, love to hear your introduction.
Yes. Hi. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Again, I'm Kiran. I was a former tech founder. I built a social network in India, a gaming company in Hong Kong. Then I moved on to building social initiatives. I run something called I Am Tomorrow in Europe. And I just launched a fund called Storyboard Ventures. So we are funding female filmmakers and creative women from different countries. So we just made our first investment in Bangladesh. So Mushan, I'm announcing this on 1,000 Faces platform. So yeah, and good luck with the pitches, everyone. Look forward to hearing.
Thank you, Kiran. And next, the last one is Marco. Hi, Marco.
Hello, thank you. Well, nice to meet you all. So my name is Margot. I'm a product tech startup expert. I've launched 2 companies in the past, one in the retail tech industry and one in the blockchain industry. So I would be happy to help if I can on product vision and product implementation. And well, I congratulate you all for your great projects. I'm very happy to support both women and sustainable projects.
Thank you so much. I want to also give a word and a big shout out to all the startups who were in our program, who from the beginning applied to the program, and the top 30 who were in the program. So we want to thank you so much. Just for you to know that the selection for the top 10 had been very tight and difficult. And it was just super hard for our jury to come up with the list. It doesn't reduce anything from your values. Most of the things that it made us to not choose a project was because they were just early. It has nothing, against the beautiful company and impact you're building. So please continue, stay motivated, and always think about coming back to us and even applying again, because I'm sure since you had already made it to top 30, you can have a big chance to get to the top 5 in the next time. So thank you so much again for your courage, for your commitment. And I would pass it to Nusha. Nusha, is there anything you would like to add?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Welcome.
Would you like to? So we don't have to share the. Okay, you want to maybe share the slides then for today's presentation? Yeah.
Yes.
Just to come with the names of the projects today, and then we can start with the pitches. And for you to know, so today we have a little bit more time for the Q&As. Yesterday it was 2 minutes for Q&A. Today we can have 3 minutes, but keep your presentation for 3 minutes again. Yes, that's great. So we have 1 hour basically, and then the jury already have their Google Forms, and Nusha has sent it to them. If you don't have it, please let us know. And you're going to have time to ask your questions and input the scores. And what is special about today is that the community also can vote for their favorite project. So all of you who are here, make a little buzz about this with your community, network, friends, to be able to do that and vote for you, because their vote counts. Every single vote counts. And the way it will happen is that it's on Discord. We have a channel for token holders that they can identify and connect to their wallet on the Collabs LAN, and then they can be able to vote for you. They need to have an NFT for this. So yeah, it can happen on our website. If you have any questions, please come to us, ask us on Discord, we will guide you. And the voting will be open until Friday. Okay, let's go through the criteria again. So the judging criteria is as follows. The first is the SDG impact. So how well is the project solving an important environmental, societal, and economic problem? Second is about innovation, how innovative the solution is in order to solve the problem. Then it's about the product, how well is their demo, how their application or their service or commodity, whatever it is, how well it is made. Team is very important, so how well and diverse and credible is your team. And the last one is the overall grade. And yeah, so what is going to happen is that so today you're going to pitch. We are going to connect you to one or few mentors according to your needs and of course the concerns of both parties. And one of the ways that we want to incentivize the mentors and the experts is to make them to share in your success. So if you make it to the top 3, you're going to get cash rewards between 10 and 50k euros, and the mentors will be receiving 5% of that. The cash prizes are in tokens, and that will be basically a gift and an incentive to your mentor. Of course, you have the right to not do that, but we really recommend you to go for it. All right. Anything else? All right, then let's start with the pitches. With no further ado, is everybody ready? Let me show you a little bit like the emotions and emojis, and who's ready?
Yeah.
Raise your hands. Good. Show me your intuition. Good. Awesome. Amazing. All right. So, Nusha, I pass it to you. You go ahead.
Yep. So the first founder who will present is Alina Bassi, and your screen is you can share your screen, and maybe we test before the
Sure.
first meeting.
Okay, it's sharing. Let me know when I can start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Hi everyone.
Just one.
Oh,
So
sorry.
one second. I'm gonna start the timer. Sorry, I was
Okay.
myself behind.
No worries.
Okay. So you're gonna have 3 minutes, like yesterday.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Alina Bassi, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Clyderly. 87% of every item of clothing we wear will end up in a landfill or will be burned. And this is what a landfill looks like. Clothing does not decompose because it's made out of majority plastic, and so it can sit there for over 200 years. At Clyderly, we solve this problem and the problem of plastics derived from crude oil by producing the world's first plastic alternative made with textile waste. Here's how we do it. We collect clothing from local charities and fashion brands. We shred the clothing, bind it with natural additives, and produce these pellets. These pellets can be used in standard plastics machinery and molded to produce anything from clothing hangers to furniture to eyewear to suitcases and more. And yes, the material is recyclable up to 5 times after it's been used. So we can replace ABS, polypropylene, and durable polystyrene. We are creating a circular economy where we can use blends of fabrics, any form of fabric, whether it's been worn or not. We have a patent pending solution, and we can scale to produce 100 tons per day. And our solution is much better than the alternatives out there at the moment, which are usually involving downcycling, landfill, or incineration. Till now, we've produced 2,000 kilos of our material, filed a European and international patent application, raised 200,000 euros of venture capital, closed our first customers, and have 50 plus warm leads. In order to scale our technology, we will be licensing this to plastics users and plastics manufacturers. This is our biggest challenge of this year, and the 50,000 euros would be really helpful for us to find a licensing expert. Our goal for this year is to sign our first 3 licenses. Impact is at the core of what we do. We have the ability to save 7,600 tons of carbon equivalent per year, which is the same as driving a car 900 times around the world. I am a chemical engineer, and my background in waste recycling was the reason I started Clyderly. And I have a team of advisors, mentors, and also my co-founder has a business and marketing background, and we have business and development expertise in-house. We've won a lot of awards and press for all of the work that we're doing, and we've saved 20,000 t-shirts from going to a landfill, but with this award, we can save thousands more. Will you be a part of our circular economy movement? Thank you very much.
Amazing timing. Thank you so much. The jury, please go ahead, ask your questions.
Hi, I was just wondering, are you planning to go to market yourself, or are you planning to use the licensing for that and the partner for that?
So we're going to be licensing this to plastics manufacturers who can then help scale this technology. We were initially planning to do it ourselves, but we realized that if we do so, we're not going to have enough impact. And really, plastics manufacturers are looking for more sustainable alternatives. So this way we can scale globally and quickly rather than just focusing on one region, as an example.
And hi from me as well. Great pitch. Just a question. Right now, what are you looking for? What do you need the most as a next step to make this happen?
We really need support with IP, patent licensing, and marketing to make sure that we can really share what the message is of what we're doing. And patent licensing is an expertise that feels like it's really, really hard to find through the local networks that I know anyway. And so I'm really looking for support with this specifically.
Great pitch, thanks.
Thank you.
More questions? Do we have questions from the jury?
Oh, me? If I have questions for the jury?
No. I asked if the jury has a question. You can also ask questions, but I think it's time for them. I was actually maybe a little bit behind. Did you talk about your biggest challenge and what you're asking for your mentors? You did that? Okay.
Yeah.
If there's time, I can also ask one more question. Where are you thinking of starting first? So you mentioned that you have, because with this you want to scale globally fast, and you have that's why you're pretty much licensing this. But where would you like to start first?
So we're based in Berlin, and the reason for starting in Germany is because Germany is really one of the most main locations in Europe for manufacturing. And there are a lot of plastics companies here, but also there are enough fashion brands here with enough waste. So starting locally makes the most sense for us in Europe. And then we would look to scale probably to the US.
Much. Right. Great job. Thank you, Elena. So let's move to the next project.
Yeah. And it's Yuanda Kinsa from Salubata.
Hello. Okay, I'll share my screen.
Hi, Yuanda. Yes, please go ahead. And jury, please read the scores of the previous project as we go. Amazing.
Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, let me know when to start.
You can start.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Yewande, and I'm a co-founder at Salubata. And at Salubata, we occupy a proprietary niche of modular shoes repurposed from ocean-deemed plastic waste. In a year alone, there are over 381 million tons of plastic waste produced. Sadly, only about 9% of these wastes have ever been recycled. Like ever. We have another recurring situation where we have a lot of recycling companies around, but the volume of plastic waste in the environment not only remains constant, but also more. And so we have more people reusing this waste rather than recycling or upcycling them. The global footwear market in 5 years will be valued at 530 billion euros, while the sustainable footwear market is growing at 5.8% per annum. With a background in environmental science and in shoe design, we started imagining if we could convert all of these plastic wastes to footwear. Here's our innovation. We have a global patent and 2 design rights on our innovation. And not only are the shoes made from recycled plastic wastes, they're also modular in form. Modular in the sense that one can readily detach an upper component and attach as many uppers in as many colors as possible. Our shoes are also available as NFTs. And because we realized that the downwell impact of these pollutants affect the people in the underserved communities the most, especially the women, we have decided to commit 5% of our profits to the cause of empowering women in these communities. We have sold 6,000 shoes already, and we have recently been accepted into Techstars. We generate revenue from the sale of our shoes. Each shoe costs $140, while each extra upper costs $60. We have also infused a subscription model through which sees us having recurrent revenue from the sale of the upper pieces all year round. With each shoe sold, we generate a 71% profit margin, and we also generate revenue from the sale of our shoes as NFTs. In the future, we plan to license our intellectual property and own franchises all over the world. We have secured strategic partnerships with the likes of Amazon Fair and Big Blue. Our partnership with Amazon gives us access into 7 major EU markets, including the UK. Our next biggest milestone right now is reaching 1,000 customers month on month. We are a team with complementary skill sets necessary to scale our innovation globally. With $50,000 from 1,000 Faces, we'll be able to boost customer growth and acquisition. At Salubata, we make modular shoes from recycled plastic wastes, and our mission is to invent lifestyle technologies that help people and planet. We strongly believe that with this solution, we can stamp out plastic pollution in its entirety. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you so much. Okay, let's open the questions to the jury.
Hi, thank you very much for your presentation, Wevanda. One question regarding like how much money you need now. You mentioned that you need 50,000. Have you calculated what will be your next? I mean, this is a C round, but what will be your next big leap so that you can take the product out there more?
Oh yes. The 50,000 is what is offered right now for the grant by 1,000 Faces. But what we're really looking to raise is about $3 million in order to scale globally. To scale, currently we are registered in Nigeria, in France, and also in the United States. And these registrations are very specific to target the African markets, the European markets, and also North America. And our plan is to scale to Asia and all over the world. So we need funding to scale.
Thank you. And you see, I see here that you're working specifically with Amazon. Or do you have any other strategic partnerships in the pipeline, whether with fairs or with brands?
Right now, we have a strategic partnership with Venture Corp China, and it's a strategic partnership, sort of like a franchise, to introduce our solution in Asia and to scale also in Asia. So it's currently in the pipeline. It's not settled yet, and those are the discussions we're having to scale to Asia.
You mentioned that you're looking for more funding than just from 1,000 Faces, which I understand. I was just kind of wondering, if you get the funding from 1,000 Faces, how do you plan on using that funding specifically?
Okay, so 35% of this would be directed towards artist partnerships. Our shoes are currently available as NFTs, but we want to have more affordable modular pieces and also have some pieces with avatars. And that's on the NFT side. 30%, 20% would be directed towards R&D. We're currently working on a model of converting carbon dioxide into oxygen through mechanical effort from the consumer. It's like shoes that we already have a patent on that already. And so, but we want to develop this further.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Yolanda. Great pitch. The time is up. So let's move to the next project.
Yeah, the next project is Sola by Natalie, but I saw Natalie, but I can't see her. I think she... Are you here, Natalie?
I
think
don't
she has
see her, so
connection
maybe go to
problem
the next
because she
project.
left. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the next project is Christine from AquaPay. Hello, Christine.
Hello, just give me 2 seconds. I wasn't ready to go after, so I'm just like downloading my presentation. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that.
Yes. Okay. No.
If you need more time, we can go maybe with somebody who's ready.
No, it's okay. I can go.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Oh, sorry. I'm just putting my timer. Sorry about that. Okay. Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. Let me just share my screen.
When you're ready, I can start. Timer.
Okay. Awesome. 1, 2. Okay, let's go. Hi, everyone. My name is Christine Dikonge, and I am the founder and CEO of AquaPay. AquaPay is enabling African talents to go global. As you know, we're currently experiencing a world shortage of talent around the world. And if you look into the untapped market of African talent force, we can see that we have over 420 millions of untapped markets. Okay, so we did some survey around the community, and we saw that 75% of the payment issue were going to the fact that, our user could not have access to bank account, and they're using relative abroad to be able to be paid for the job that they were doing, and they were also not having access to remote work online. So the two main pain points that we're observing to our value chain is for talent. We want them to be able to receive payment, get remote jobs, and for business, we want them to be able to pay the freelancers and verify the quality talents. The solution is very simple. We're leveraging existing infrastructure of Web3 to enable businesses and freelancers in Africa to make and receive payment globally. So this is for African freelancers to receive payment globally. We validate our market, and we know that we have a market of a total volume of transaction of 64.2 billion, and 77% of African developer over 263 million. The product is very simple, a multi-currency, which is able to receive product, hire African talent seamlessly inside the platform. Our revenue model is pretty simple, 1.5% in transaction fee and 1.25% on APA integration fee. And down the line, we'll be integrating subscription for the organization that'll be signing up in the platform to be able to recruit the talent that they're looking for. Our traction so far, we launched in Q4 2022. We have over 384 user register across 3 countries, and we processed a 15K transaction. And we also joined the 10,000 Faces Accelerator program. The social impact that we're observing are the one that I'm describing here: economic impact, social impact, and environment impact, and most likely reduce inequality and social segregation for the global South. With the ask of the 50K, what we're going to do is that we want to do a thorough customer acquisition program, and this is how we're going to be spending the 50K to run the program to be able to expand more further in the market and reach more countries. Actually, this is our project roadmap, and as I said earlier, our goal is to be able to launch by the end of this year in 15 different currency and 4 different countries. This is Christine Dikonga. This is myself. I have over a decade of experience working in the financial industry and tech talent ecosystem. I work with investment company, banks in Canada, but I'm also located in Africa. Our team is dispersed around Africa from Nigeria, Cameroon, Kenya, Mozambique, South Africa. I know it's ending, but I just kind of wanted to show you quickly our app. So this is our app here right now. We are looking to integrate the remote market inside the app. Thank you very much.
Great job. Good timing. Okay. The jury, please start your juicy questions.
Thank you for this presentation. So what are the type of jobs you are going to propose first? Is it very wide, or do you have a strategy to narrow this down to get in the market?
Yes, so actually, when you get inside the platform, what we're narrowing down inside the platform right now is digital marketing personnel, but also software engineers looking into doing small to medium tasks in projects.
Okay, and are you going to make a quality checks on the? So can you maybe tell us how you're going to do this?
Yeah, definitely. So the first quality check that we are doing right now as we test our user, we have a lot of different projects. We partner with some agencies in Africa, and the quality test that we're doing is through those projects. As you do some project, you're gaining more and more, how to say that, aqua professionalism. So you'll be able to have access to other projects because we know already that you did multiple projects. So we trust you in order to give you a bigger project.
But it's the launch that is the most difficult to get the great talents on your platform. And
yes, so we have an existing talent pool. I think I forgot to mention that. So earlier, I am the co-founder of Africa Hacks. So Africa Hacks is the biggest. It was one of the biggest platform of incubation and capacity building for software engineers. So we already have this existing pool. We did a lot of hackathons across Africa. So I already have this existing pool, and we're leveraging this community and this existing pool into this new market so that they will be able to actually now get jobs after we test them in a hackathon. So to go back to your question, our biggest pain point will definitely validate our talent. But the way we do it is that we want to create more hackathons in order to be able to get that pool going, because through the hackathon, we'll be able to see what they're able to do.
Okay, great, thank you. And what about the company side, like the one who looking for recruiting? Do you already have partnerships or?
Yes, so currently we have partnership with one agency in Nigeria, another one in Cameroon. And for example, I'm based in Toronto. So some of the things that I do is I have a lot of connection in the job market. So they know what I'm doing. And so sometimes they will send me projects. So we are looking into, our goal is not to have a lot, multiple companies at the very early stage. We want to onboard them as we grow and as we develop our talent pool.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Good job. Thank you. So next project, Nisha. You're mute.
Yeah, I was mute. We have Suhina from Jonda Health.
Okay, let me share my screen, and hopefully today there's no technical difficulties. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I'm just going to do this really quickly. Okay, it seems to be working. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so let me know when I can get started.
You can start.
So hi, everyone. I'm Suhina, CEO and co-founder of Jonda Health. So thank you so much for having me today to share more about our 1 year, 3-month-old bootstrapped baby. So we've all been ill at some point in our lives or know someone who has. And as a doctor, a chronic disease warrior, and a former pharma medical director myself, I can safely say that health data does indeed save lives. And so it's really great to see the sheer amount of data that we're amassing year on year, thanks to the rise of wearables, medical IoT, and increased connectivity. So it's no surprise that 30% of the world's data is healthcare, which is awesome. But what if I told you that with all that data, we are only using 20%? And that's because data is either not usable, it's not accessible, or even worse, both. So what does this lead to? I mean, this at the end of the day leads to poor health outcomes, increased cost of care, stagnates research, innovation, in a system that's actually already under strain. Moreover, poor health outcomes negatively impact the economy. It truly is a broken health data system. And the problem is unfortunately very complex. You need to deal with analog data, multiple data standards, data silos, interoperability issues, data privacy regulations, and then, of course, issues around consent. So to solve this problem, we're building out our Lego-like tech stack to make data accessible and usable while preserving patient data sovereignty. So our tech modules, or Lego blocks like we like to call them, can be assembled as needed to address our various data challenges our clients face. So in doing so, we help them to unlock operational efficiencies, cost savings, and more. So we decided to play with our own Lego blocks to show what's possible. So to do so, we built actually a patient-facing application called Jonda that helps patients manage their health with data. Thanks to our Lego blocks, the application can manage analog data. It can structure and normalize unstructured data from just a picture on a mobile phone. Plus, it has smart search built in. So even though a biomarker may have over 100 different names, thanks to all the different labs, you can still find your data in less than a second. So yes, faster and better than the useless search of your inbox, Google Drive, or Dropbox. And don't take our word for it. We've already received great feedback from patients and doctors alike. And we have also secured our very first pilot in the diagnostic setting to deploy some of our Lego blocks in a diagnostic center in the Philippines. And this is really to help improve customer experience and operational efficiency by really helping to facilitate the data flow between patients, systems, and machines. We are a SaaS company with multiple potential revenue streams as we build out towards a decentralized, equitable data ecosystem. We're super excited about the opportunity in the market and the value that we can help unlock. What makes us different? Well, we're not trying to force fit an end-to-end solution. We're actually trying to provide underlying infrastructure, which is very much like Lego-like modules, and to be application agnostic. And more importantly, we have a very strong leadership team with over 45 years of a combined experience in healthcare with a deep understanding of the health data problem. To level up, we need help with funding, as all startups do, to further develop the product and step up commercialization. We also need help with LLM specialists within health informatics, business development, and marketing. What we hope to achieve within this year is 3 paid B2B projects, pilot our permission-based module, and complete additional integration modules with wearable and interchange standards. So help us save lives with data. Thank you.
Thank you, Suhina. I was just wondering, you mentioned the Philippines as your starter market, basically, and I imagine that you want to expand this moving forward. Are there any legal issues that you might have sharing medical health data?
Actually, so that's a great question. So we're actually PDPA, GDPR, and HIPAA compliant. So we actually use zero-knowledge encryption. And so actually that does not become a problem for us, and we adhere to data privacy laws.
Thanks.
Any other questions?
And maybe on the data privacy, have you explored also implementation of the blockchain technology to give the hand on to the owner of the data?
Yeah, so blockchain has a couple of limitations. So first of all, everyone thinks that it's completely secure. That's actually not true. And Vitalik himself said so in a talk that I attended like 2 months ago. The other issue with storing data on chain is that actually you land up with scalability issues, which becomes a huge problem if you're dealing with large amounts of data. Thirdly, and more importantly, if you look at data privacy regulations and what's been issued, especially with regards to PDPA, health data is not allowed to be stored on chain. So anyone who does so, that is not okay. When it comes to looking at permissions and smart contracts, so that indeed can be stored on chain, and that's okay. But for everything else, you cannot store it on chain. And if you are, you're actually not being compliant with the regulation.
Yeah, you cannot put on chain. It's also very expensive. It's too much data. But I was actually thinking about giving the permissions so that the client, well, the patient owns the information and knows who he shares it with.
Absolutely. So that's exactly why we're working with a really awesome Web3 partner who has like over 10 years of big data experience in financial institutions. So we're very excited.
I need to be the fat cop to stop here because we went over time. Excuse me. Sorry. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Yusha. So the next project is Josephine Aditi from Radava Mercantile, right? You can start.
Oh, Africa is too rich to be poor. We have the people and we have the land. So where's the problem? Why is it that there's still food insecurity? why do the smallholder farmers, the very people who are feeding the entire world, still going hungry? This is why we exist. The problem here is that due to market inefficiencies, over 250 million smallholder farmers in sub-Saharan Africa failed to market their produce and manage price risk effectively. As a result, their working capital keeps shrinking, threatening their very livelihoods as well as food security. This was already laid bare in case of Nema, a smallholder farmer whom we met, selling her cereals at $22 when the market prices were $45. You can clearly see she lost over 100% of her potential income due to price fluctuations. In order to help smallholder farmers like Nema get a better return on their investment, we first provide them with well-equipped warehouses where they can hold on to their produce until it fetches a better price in the market. We give them the ability to use their agricultural produce as a collateral for accessing loans. We connect them to a good market, and we also provide them with real-time market information so they know where to sell their produce at what price. We have a product which is double-sided. We are housing on one end, which links to an online commodity exchange market on the other end. The exchange market works exactly like the stock market, but instead of trading and investing in shares, you trade and invest in agricultural commodities. And in that way, you connect farmers to the global marketplace. This is how it works. Farmers bring their cereals to a warehouse. We issue them with an electronic blockchain-backed receipt. These receipts can be used as a collateral for accessing loans of up to 60% of the value of produce stored in the warehouse. The same receipt is exchangeable in our exchange markets, and it can be transferred from one person to the other. When you transfer the receipt, the ownership of the good in the warehouses also transferred to the other person. We have a big market, and we're presently tapping into the $500 million grain and cereal market in Kenya. We make our money through transaction fees, where we charge 5% transaction for every commodity transacted on our platform and 10% markup cost of the off-takers. This is our attraction. We've been able to trade 540 tons of cereals on our platform, serving 650 customers. We have competitors, but we are better and different because we have set our working in such a way that every smallholder farmer, regardless of their ability, is able to participate and benefit. This is our roadmap. Our biggest milestone is to integrate our trading platform with other stakeholders, including the warehouse receipt system and financial institutions. At the same time, our biggest challenge is what we are targeting for Q3, which is developing our physical infrastructure and logistical capability for nationwide delivery. This is our team. I serve as the CTO. Together, we are transforming the way agricultural commodities are traded, making it more efficient, transparent, and accessible for everyone involved. Join us in shaping the future of an entire agricultural industry. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Questions?
I think you're mute.
We have been able to trade with $26,000, which we traded with 540. So this is over a period of 6 months.
I have a question about your ask. So you're asking 50,000 from 1,000 faces. What kind of expertise do you need from your mentors, and what are you going to deliver exactly with that?
Okay, well, we need expertise in form of especially integrating the blockchain aspects because we work with blockchain for the electronic receipts, and the warehouse, when the warehouse system also needs to have like some form of NFT so that it can be transferred from one person to the other to make it more accessible, and that is where we are lacking. We'll need more of that, and also an expertise on how we can be able to develop the physical infrastructure, which is backing the technological infrastructure we have. So like we need the warehouse and the logistics for national delivery. Yeah.
Okay, if somebody is like supporting you as your mentor, what are you exactly looking for that mentor expert?
Sorry?
My question is that if you're going to be mentored by some of our experts. So what is your expectation from that
My
person?
expectation. Thank you. My expectation is that the mentor is able to provide us with guidance on how to go about the blockchain and the NFT part of our solution, because it's very, very new in this agricultural industry in our country. And yeah, so just the guidance, the mentoring, and the molding. Yeah. From time to time, and as well referrals to potential investors. If possible.
Thank you. Do we have questions from the jury?
What is your plan? Hi, from my side. What is your plan of expansion afterwards? So you're starting from Africa, but do you see other potential markets outside? And how big of the issue it is in Africa?
Okay, so food security is a very big issue, especially with the commodities markets.
And 10 seconds.
So expansion is to connect a link of chain of warehouses across the country, so anybody can like withdraw cereals from any of the warehouses using the technology that you have through the online commodity exchange market. And that's how we're expanding, linking a chain of warehouses across the country. We have storage for smallholder farmers, as well as access to the markets. Ooh, especially in Africa.
Thank you. Great job. Okay, next project is number 7, right, Nisha? Zan?
Yes.
Swen from BIA.
Let me see my screen. Yes.
You can start.
Great. Hi, everyone. My name is Zan, co-founder and CEO of BIA, and I'm not okay. Research from the World Health Organization shows that 1 billion people globally suffer from poor mental health every year. That means 1 out of 8 of you here may also not be okay. What if I told you there was an answer? Something simple and safe that you could do every day that would increase your odds of feeling okay. And over time, better than okay. Would you try it? The odds are you already have. Singing. Singing is an intrinsic part of the human experience. We sing in the car, in the shower, to our kids, at church, karaoke, and sports games. An intrinsic part of the human experience. Not only that, but it's an important regulator of health. It improves mood, decreases anxiety, regulates heartbeat, and has been linked with slowing the progression of neurodegenerative disease. Similar to building up a health and wellness practice around your job, like going to the gym or yoga, singing can have significant health benefits. And that's why we created BIA. BIA is an employee wellness platform that makes singing for health easy and accessible. Studies have shown that even 20 minutes of singing can have a noticeable effect on the body and mind, whether that's in person at work, virtually from home, or with our BIA app. In Q4, we launched BIA with a tight-knit community of large corporations in a single city ecosystem, honing it to be both a repeatable and scalable process. Our current client, ExxonMobil, pays a subscription fee upfront for the year for their employees to access weekly in-person and virtual group singing sessions. 92% of employees have said that they felt that our program made a positive difference on their working week. BIA sessions have shown to increase employee retention, build more cohesive teams, and ease stress during the workday. Since the pandemic, more and more people worldwide are looking for engaging ways to support their mental health. Apps like Headspace, Calm, and Allo Moves have opened our minds to what a daily wellness practice can look like. So, with 8 billion people in the world, all of whom have access to this intrinsic healing part of the human experience, our BIA app creates access and impact at that same macro scale. My co-founder, Susie, has built a career as a music educator and activist, helping people all over the world find the power in their voices. With my 10 years at the epicenter of startup tech and music, we saw a big opportunity for us to build something that could create real impact. We wrapped our time on the Techstars Accelerator program in Minneapolis, using it as a launch pad for our programs in the US. Trained by some of the most successful angels and VCs, we are well placed to become revenue sustained by the close of this year. But we all know this road isn't an easy one. We feel confident in the traction we've made to date, but will require the support of communities like Thousand Faces to help us raise our next round of funding. We have a first mover advantage in the singing for health space in terms of our proprietary tech, our long-standing experience in music, and the momentum building in our programs. let BIA help you find the power in your voice today.
Thank you so much. Great job. Jury, do you have questions?
So, hi, great opening line. I really like the way that you start your presentation. Somebody's ringing. I just had a question actually. So, how are you looking into expanding, and where are you usually? Where is your market right now, and who are your customers?
So we're focused on large corporations in the UK and the US. We are a UK company, so we spent Q4, we launched in the UK. We have 12 recurring clients and 21 clients on the whole, and we're focused on building out in the US, focused on Minneapolis because it has more Fortune 500 companies headquartered there than anywhere else in the US. So using that as sort of our launch pad for growth, but really focused on larger corporations that have lots of benefits already available for their employees as a starting place.
So it's basically a B2B product that you will be potentially, like, HR professionals would include this as part of their service, let's say, to help their employees. Okay, understood. Thanks.
But B2B2C, with the idea that we would launch D2C in year 2 or year 3. So, but focused on B2B2C in the early days. Yes, correct.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Have you already raised funds?
Yes, I have raised funds.
And what are you?
So, oh, sorry, go ahead, Elena.
It's okay. Go on, Phyllis. It's okay.
So yeah, I love your presentation. I did so on Monday as well. I was just wondering, because you have ExxonMobil, I was just kind of wondering where you are at with leads, other B2B leads at the moment. If you have anyone in the pipeline.
Yes, we have lots of big companies in the pipeline. So we're currently talking to Microsoft, to 3M, some bigger companies, some bigger charitable organizations in the UK, like the National Federation of Women's Institutes, so Barchester Care Homes. So we're looking at a couple of different opportunities for growth, both in the UK and the US. But yes, our pipeline is growing week on week. Well, we just completed Techstars 2 or 3 weeks ago. So our network, obviously, from that program has grown. So we're gaining a lot of traction. But yeah, that's a snippet of kind of what's engaged in our pipeline at the moment.
Thanks.
And what are you expecting from 1,000 Faces?
A mixture, obviously, access to funding. I'm sure every founder who's pitching on this event needs access to funding. Funding is obviously for female founders has dropped in the last year. And so that is obviously a critical piece for us to grow. We are a super bootstrap team. And so any support that we can have on the finance side would be really, really valuable. But obviously mentorship on the sales enterprise side of things. We're building the plane in the sky as it flies. So obviously any help that we can get on that side around pricing strategy. Yeah.
Amazing. Great job. Thank you. Okay, so the next project is by Salma Essa, Heret Startup. Salma?
Yeah, we have Salma and Muhammad, who I think helps for slides, and we have Rama. You're on mute if you're.
Yeah, all Heret team is mute. Can somebody react maybe if you can hear us? All right, maybe until the team gets ready, we pass to the next team. Laura Jardine Patterson for the company Concat, please.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Laura, go ahead, stage is yours.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Laura and I'm the CEO and founder of Concat. Hold on. Why can't I click? Okay. Let me introduce you to Suad, who I met in 2018 in Lebanon. Suad is a Palestinian refugee living in Lebanon. She got a full scholarship to study at university is supporting her whole family. There's like 12 of them. But she couldn't get a job after university because she wore hijab. So together we started Concat. Concat comes from the word concatenate, which means to link two things together in a series or chain. And that's what we're aiming to do. We link the world and international clients to really talented, marginalized refugee and female developers from countries of conflict. So we all know about the global refugee crisis around the world. In Lebanon alone, where our team headquarters is, there's predicted to be over 1 million refugees living here, just like Suad. At the same time, we have a major shortage of developers. And only the 27% of the roles that are filled now in tech are filled by women, which is too sad. The web development industry has also become super expensive. 95% of our clients come to us requesting like reliable developers who will reply to them, which is one of our biggest selling points. So our solution is that we create top quality, affordable websites for international SMEs or corporates around the world, all whilst providing long-term sustainable employment to marginalized communities. By sustainable, we mean not paying them like $100 or $200 a month just because they're refugees. Our average salary is about $1,500 to really create a sustainable life for them. So what do we do so far? We do design and development as one-off costs. We then have a maintenance package that's renewed annually for our clients. And then we also have an hourly support package. Since we started, we've worked with 60 clients across 12 different countries, and we've provided employment to 15 developers so far, over 100K in revenue. We're committed to 5 of the SDGs. We started in 2021. We registered as a for-profit social enterprise in the UK, and our team HQ is in Lebanon, like I said, where I am now. Last year, we finished with around 50 clients and generated over 90K in revenue. We also got our first funding. We got 12K in grants. By 2026, we want to be generating over $500,000 in revenue at least a year and have a team of around 40. Our biggest challenge at the moment is keeping up with our demand in terms of the internal operations. We really need some funding to help us manage internally. We've got a lot of clients and a lot of developers, and we need people who can basically match the two together in terms of admin and ops. So we're looking for a CEO. We also need help in HR to make sure that we're finding the most talented, most marginalized talent. And we need to launch our marketing and comms team because we still didn't do anything on social media or any advertising. So we want to be the go-to company for digital, innovative, inclusive tech solutions. This is half of the dream team. We all work remotely, so it's a bit tricky. But there's Suad and Abraham on the left, who I also started Concat with.
Great, amazing. Thank you so much, Laura. Questions from the jury?
Sorry, maybe I missed one point, but do you train the refugees, or are you looking for people who have already the skills?
Yeah, so no, we don't do the training, we just employ them. We have training partners on the ground in all of the countries where we're working who basically refer talent to us.
Okay.
We just upskill them in terms of like communication with clients and things like that. But the technical part is trained.
Okay, thank you.
And there's so much talent. That's what we're trying to do, really advocate for the talent in the Middle East and break down stereotypes around that, specifically in Europe too.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Is there any more questions?
Do you already have any partners that you work with, and how exactly are you? Yeah, how exactly do you work on project per project, and what kind of partnerships are you looking for? Yeah.
So partnerships are two sides, right? Clients and like talent. So talent I spoke about already. Clients, we are looking for more partners that basically have one company with loads of different websites. So one of our biggest clients, they're a chain of schools, for example. They've got 18 schools and we've done 4 websites. So those guys are amazing. So we're looking for more people like chains, like kind of restaurants or chefs. Schools is a big thing, but also partnering with other agencies. So let's say we get a project that we can't do all of it, we can outsource it to them or vice versa. And we have quite a few agencies now that come to us when they need help with technical or design as well. So building those kind of relationships, but also clients that are international and that have raised funds and are just ready to go, because we're at this, in our current capacity in terms of design development, we can handle much bigger projects.
Thank you so much.
Really scale that.
Amazing job, Laura. Thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
page. All right. Do we have the Kera team ready? Salma, Mohammed, is the problem solved?
Yes, I think they are ready now.
Okay. Can they unmute themselves and say something so we know?
Mohammed?
Okay. Now we will share the screen from Stelma.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Could you please share your screen? Great. Okay. Once you're ready, we can start.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Salma. Yeah, go ahead. Stage is yours.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Did you know that life has changed in Syria after the devastating war on the economy, which led to food insecurity for 70%?
Okay, it seems that we have some technical issue. Let's maybe move to the next project to save time, and we come back to Kera Startups again. So I would like to call the next project by Beth Wanjiku. Okay, sorry, I'm hearing Salma a bit caught. So if that's okay, let's just move forward with Beth until the problem is solved, Salma. Okay, that's okay. Because we're a little bit behind the time. What should we do? What do you suggest?
I think let's move to the next project, and then we try with Salma at the end.
Did you know that life has changed in Syria?
Salma, could you please stop the pitch because your voice is not clear? Okay, great. Let's move with Beth and then we come back to you. And please, yeah, see if your network can improve.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, yes, Beth, please go ahead. Stage is yours.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Beth Koigi, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Magic Water. So right now, the way the world is, each one of us here, I know you have heard a lot of stories about how the world is running out of fresh water, how rivers and lakes are drying up. And this is actually very critical in the sub-Saharan Africa, specifically the Horn of Africa, where we have gone for 3 years without adequate rainfall. That means that most of our rivers have dried up, both seasonal and non-seasonal. All our lakes have dried up. And you find that in most of the regions that we work in, people primarily depend on huge agencies like the UN to track in water for drinking, or even they depend on these small puddles of water. So this has led to increased waterborne diseases. There is more cholera outbreak, there is more amoeba outbreak. So at Magic Water, we created a decentralized water source. And what decentralized water source means, you do not depend on either rainfall or rivers or borehole to get your drinking water, and especially if you're in arid and semi-arid regions. So our current technology works like a dehumidifier. So we condense the humidity in the atmosphere, and we can condense the humidity up to 30% relative humidity. And this is desert-like climatic conditions. So even if you are in a desert, you can actually get basic drinking water. So currently our business model is we have pay-as-you-go model where we engage micro entrepreneurs. These are small or local business owners who take our devices and then they establish water shops and they sell that water. But also we do a lot of work with NGOs, and especially right now for relief work. But also previously we worked with corporates such as Microsoft, because blockchain and data consumes a lot of potable water. So we are trying to create a more footprint or less footprint when it comes to fresh drinking water or potable water. So why Magic Water devices? I think we are the only company that is working in these kind of climatic conditions with this technology for low-income households, but also we mostly use renewable energy, that is solar, wind, or any other type of renewable energy. So previously, we have done installations, and cumulatively, all our devices are producing 200,000 liters of water monthly, with over 1,900 beneficiaries. These are people who are taking drinking water directly from our systems. Our team is made up of very ambitious young women with cumulative of 22 years experience in either water or technology. But our champion team is basically the technicians who work day in and day out with direct science. So currently we are raising 200,000 in addition to 190 that we just raised from World Economic Forum. And most of these will go towards scaling of our manufacturing. So currently, as of the first quarter of 2023, we have the first AWG assembly site in East Africa. We have done project worth 300,000 USD. We have just raised a small grant, and then we have signed an MOU with our biggest agricultural research institute in Kenya to try out and test hydroponic farming. So what we are looking for is strategic partnerships, but also more importantly, partners that we can do installations with when it comes to energy sources, specifically renewable energy. But what we are looking for in a mentor is basically a person who has a bit of experience in emerging economies, who can help us with strategy moving forward. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Beth. Okay, so do we have a question from the jury?
Yeah, hi, thank you for your pitch. You mentioned that you're focused on Kenya and Africa at the moment. Are you also planning on expanding that? Like, for example, China has a huge drink water crisis coming up. How are you looking forward to those expansions? And also, how do you plan on targeting those other markets as well?
Yeah, interesting question. Actually, we have received a lot of interest from all over the world, even in the Caribbean islands, Mexico, some regions we have been able to just send out our devices because we are limited in our scale. But that is something we are looking at. But starting with Sub-Saharan Africa, the Horn of Africa, that's where we are starting. Hopefully in the next few years, we are able to provide something that can actually work in other regions.
Okay, and do your machines need a lot of maintenance, or is it just kind of put them down and let them work for 20 years sort of thing?
Yeah, actually the lifespan is 15 years. So we have devices ranging from 25 liters of water all the way to 500 liters of water. But, you know, the kind of maintenance is quite negligible. You change the water filters regularly, but we try to localize that. So you can buy the water filters from any water shop, and especially in Kenya and East Africa, but also the air filter, you just wash them. So maintenance is quite negligible at this point.
Thank you so much. Great job. All right, so we have the last question. Do we have any news from the Carrot team? Can Salma join us on the stage? Salma, can you unmute yourself and let us know if you can start the presentation?
Yes, Salma or Muhammad or
Just
anyone
a minute,
from the
please.
team.
Okay, Rama will share the screen.
But can you also present, or it has to be Salma? Because your network looks more stable.
Actually, I can't. It's Rama or Salma.
Okay.
So is
So
there
let's try one more
anybody
time.
else from the team?
Okay, unfortunately we are over time, so let us think about a solution. Maybe Salma can record and send a video to us, and we share it with the jury, because we're already 13 minutes over time, and unfortunately we can't stay too long here. Is that okay with you? Is everybody okay with that? The jury, do you feel comfortable with that? We do that? Okay. And then if you send a video recording, we can share it also on our social media, because everybody else has the live streaming, so the community can also vote for that. We could maybe arrange this for you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
I hope
Could
Salma is
Salma
okay.
also? Yeah.
Okay, I don't hear Salma, but yeah, Mohammed, maybe you can talk to her. Yeah, unfortunately,
Okay.
we understand the problems now in Syria, and we really empathize with you guys. So thank you so much for your courage for being here, and we want to make it fair. So send us your video and we will share it.
Thank you.
And I would like to thank all our jury, all the teams. Great job, all of you. Actually, I can see that already the improvements from the previous
hear me?
sessions.
Salma?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes, we
hear
can hear
you.
you now.
Do you want to share your video later if you, because I don't think that we can hear you.
Yes, let's do that, because we also are over time, and we don't have all the juries present here now because they needed to leave. So let's have your recording separate. Okay. And I think it's going to be a better quality.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So
Thank you.
one more time, thank you everybody. Thank you the jury. Thank you all the participants. So stay tuned. We're going to announce the top 5 by this weekend. Hopefully we can do that by Saturday, and at worst we were going to say it on Sunday. So let's see how the evaluation go, but you will hear from us very soon after we go through all the jury deliberations. If everything is okay, if there's no question here, then we can start by evaluating.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I would like to wish you all the best.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And
She's asking for picture, Christine.
oh yeah,
Okay,
let's do
take a
that.
picture.
Let's take a picture. So maybe turn on your cameras, all of you. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a little group picture. So let's wait for a few seconds. Everybody turn their cameras on. And
Okay.
okay, so are we ready? No more cameras? Okay, well, I'm gonna go take it. All right. Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. I would stay with Salma and Mohammed here if you want. And we can already try to make the recording here already. And if it doesn't work, then we're gonna ask you to do a separate one. So just try one more time if you want that. Should we do that? Mohammed,
Okay.
Salma? Do you think Salma has a good network? Could she come up or no?
Talk to some. I guess not. Yeah, all the team don't have a stable connection.
Okay, it sounds good. Let's do that.
So
no worries.
I will.
Good. So we will wait for your recording. Awesome. No worries, guys.
Okay.
Good luck, and please send us that as soon as possible. Hi, bye, Joseph. Just.
Okay. Inshallah.
Okay, thank you. All the best. Okay, you can stop the recording and live.
Okay, bye-bye. Just